We are told that Pokemon are our friends, that they are kind and friendly. While most are good, some are not to be trusted. I have compiled a list of 10 Pokemon that you should watch out for, maybe even fear. So for any trainer out there, beware these Pokemon. Shed Ninja, a peculiar Pokemon that floats in the air even though its wings remain completely still. The inside of its body is hollow and utterly dark. Shed Ninja's hard body does not move, not even a twitch. In fact, its body appears to be merely a hollow shell. It is believed that this Pokemon will steal the spirit of anyone peering into its hollow body from its back. What gives this Pokemon life? Is it just the souls it has taken into its shell, trying to escape? It is a mystery what lurks inside the shell. But one thing is for sure, don't look into the hole on its back. You might find out what lies within, but you won't live to tell anyone about it. Cacturne. During the daytime, Cacturne remains unmoving. It becomes active at night, seeking prey that is exhausted from the day's desert heat. If a traveler is going through a desert in the thick of night, Cacturne will follow it in a ragtag group. The Pokemon are biding their time, waiting for the traveler to tire and become incapable of moving. Don't be fooled by these Pokemon. They are not trying to help you. They seek easy prey at night, and once their prey is too weak to move, the Cacturne descend on it. There is no escaping at this point. Just hope they leave bones behind so they can serve as a warning for others. Frolast. Legends in snowy regions say that a woman who was lost on an icy mountain was reborn as Frolast. Her soul possessed an Icicle, becoming this Pokemon. When it finds humans or Pokemon it likes, it freezes them and takes them to its den, where they become decorations. It also freezes its prey and secretly displays them where it can feed off of them. The food it most relishes is the soul of men. This Pokemon has no sense of love or hate. It will freeze you and keep your corpse on display for its amusement. But that might be a better fate than those that end up its prey and have their souls slowly devoured by it. Phantom. According to old tales, these Pokemon are Stumps, possessed by the spirits of children who die while lost in the forest. Their cries sound like eerie, almost childlike screams. Imagine being a child lost, scared, and alone. Help never comes for you, and you perish cold and alone. The spirit of these dead children then possess tree stumps and continue to roam the woods they died in. Still angry and alone, they twist the forest to get other children lost. Some offer help, but it is a trick to guide children deeper into the woods and to their deaths, so they can have someone to play with. Palo Sand. It controls adults to make them build it a sandcastle, which provides it a disguise and defense. It enjoys the life force of Pokemon. By creating a sandy vortex, it will capture small Pokemon and absorb their life force. Buried beneath the castle are masses of dried up bones from those whose vitality it has drained. This Pokemon has the power to control people. While it might capture small Pokemon and drag them to their doom, there is no reason it wouldn't control small children for an easy meal. Children disappear all the time. If you look at the bones left behind by this Pokemon, don't be surprised if you find children's remains. Mimikyu. A lonely Pokemon, it conceals its terrifying appearance beneath an old rag, so it can get closer to people and other Pokemon. Its actual appearance is unknown. Once, a scholar who saw what was under its rag was overwhelmed by terror and died from the shock. What horrors is Mimikyu hiding? Why does it want to get closer to people and other Pokemon? This Pokemon is up to no good. Don't be fooled by it. Mimikyu just wants you to let your guard down, just for a second. And when you do it, it will find a new home inside your body. And with its new suit, no one will wonder what horrors lie beneath its skin. Chandelure. It absorbs the spirit, which it then burns. Being consumed by Chandelure's flame burns up the spirit, leaving the body behind. The spirits burned up in its ominous flame lose their way and wander the world forever. Avoid this Pokemon if you don't want your soul to wander the world aimlessly forever. To it, you are nothing but a meal. Your body, a wrapper, holding a delicious snack. If you are walking down a dark street and notice dancing purple light in the distance, you might want to turn around, unless you want to be a midnight snack. Yamask. These Pokemon arose from the spirits of people that entered in graves in past ages. Each retains memories of its former life. Each of them carries a mask that used to be its face when it was human. Sometimes they look at it and cry. These poor souls. What it must be like to live as a Pokemon, yet remember being human. The anger and the sadness they must feel. It is said that if a human wears the mask this Pokemon holds, they will become possessed by it. So don't be surprised if it tries to force its mask onto your face. After all, it only misses being human. Drifblion. It tugs on the hands of children to steal them away. It is whispered that any child who mistakes Drifblion for a balloon and holds onto it could wind up missing. Stories go that it grabs the hands of small children and drags them to the afterlife. It dislikes heavy children. Drifblion do not wish to harm anyone. They only look for companions to travel with them. Of course, the destination is not a place a living person would like to go. Watch your children, little brothers and sisters. It only takes a second for a Drifblion to drift by and take them away. Gengar. Sometimes, on a dark night, your shadow, thrown by a streetlight, will suddenly and startlingly overtake you. It is actually a Gengar running past you, pretending to be your shadow. Should you feel yourself attacked by a sudden chill, it is evidence of an approaching Gengar. There is no escaping it. Give up. To steal the life of its targets, it slips into its prey's shadow and silently waits for an opportunity. It apparently wishes for a traveling companion. Since it was once human itself, it tries to create one by taking the lives of other humans. The next time you see a shadow move out of the corner of your eye, you might want to run to a public place, unless you want to be Gengar's next companion. These Pokemon are not to be trusted. Listen to my warning. Don't let your guard down around them. They are just waiting for an opportunity to strike.